Happy Sunday to everyone out there. Hopefully everyone's having a great day. If you are not, well, have no worries because tomorrow is a brand new day. Alright, so going to try to keep this video between 10 to 15 minutes. I respect everyone's time tremendously. If you find value in this video, please smash the like button and subscribe for more content. Make sure to turn on the notification bell as well to receive updates from future videos and also posts that I may put out. Okay, so to dive right into things. Keto or carnivore? What is best for you and what makes the most sense? Okay, so a lot of people have asked me over the course of the last year since I've pretty much gone public on YouTube saying that, hey, I've been using a dietary management program for the last 4 or 5 months religiously, a keto diet, and it has halted my polycystic kidney disease. And I got a lot of questions straight off the bat asking about a keto diet, what essentially that means. Plain, simple terminology about keto. Keto is essentially non-starchy veggies, so no starches in the ingredients. Potatoes are starchy veggies. Grains, aka pasta, is a starchy veggie. Beans are really not keto because they have a lot of carbs, especially if you need to keep your carb limit relatively low. But it's essentially just any green type of veggies. Could be zucchinis, avocados, broccoli, cauliflower, whether you mash it on up to make some cauliflower rice or mashed potatoes. Take a couple tablespoons of butter, it tastes amazing, or a couple tablespoons of avocado oil or extra virgin olive oil. So that's basically keto in a nutshell. You can lean very much into a vegetarian style ketogenic diet, or you can even do a vegan keto diet, believe it or not. I personally don't specialize in those areas. My version of keto was very heavy in protein. Ate a lot of chicken, salmon, tuna, cheese hounds. Red meat, though, for my keto diet was a couple times per month. I really wasn't that heavy into red meat. Now, moving into a carnivore diet, or actually even taking a step back from a carnivore diet, if you ever hear the term a ketovore, so ketovore is a little different. Ketovore is a red meat dominant ketogenic diet. I have theoretically been on a ketovore diet since January of 2025. Then I moved into straight carnivore May of 2025 and pretty much blend between ketovore and also kind of carnivore basis. Ketovore in a nutshell is red meat dominant. Not really a lot of oils, so no avocado oils. You're going to be using a lot of butter, grass-fed butter. There are great versions of mayonnaise out there with avocado oil, which I'll talk about in later videos. But essentially, you're going to keep your carbs significantly lower, and you're going to be dominated by red meat and also butter. Saturated fat, yes, saturated fat. I eat plenty of saturated fat. And as well as that, the small amount of carbs you're going to be consuming are going to be coming primarily from like fruit, like strawberries, some bell peppers, maybe even some blueberries. Avocados are also great. Really one word ingredients. If you're going to have veggies, make sure they're definitely steamed to get rid of the oxalate issues. But there's a lot of real talks about fruit being a little better for carnivores, especially for people suffering with inflammation, because a fruit is going to be a ripe plant to eat. And there's also a lot of talks about how some people have very sensitivities to a lot of plants out there. And it's ultimately about what works for you. And it's very easy to really test this out. It's essentially just an elimination process. Okay, so that's really the variations in a quick little nutshell. Now, what is my philosophy? Because obviously this is a carnivore heavy YouTube channel, but I am a big believer in seeing what works for you. So, very recently, I want to say in the last 6 months, people have approached me and they have said, hey, I see that you are now a carnivore. Should I be doing carnivore with PKD? I don't tell people yes or no. I don't tell people carnivore is better, keto is better. I tell people, see what works for you. And then I ask a very simple question that doctors and dietitians do not ask their patients. What do you enjoy eating? Well, I enjoy eating some chicken. I enjoy eating a salad fairly often. I do really love, salad dressings. I do really love zucchini, cucumbers, but I also love tuna, salmon, chicken. Okay, it sounds like you will do really well on a standard ketogenic diet. And then you have another person that would come to me and say, hey, I actually really love ribeyes. I love ground beef. I love fish. I love eggs. I can drink raw milk all day long. I'm not really a big salad hound. I've never really been a zucchini lover. I just love my ribeyes, man. It sounds like you're a carnivore. I am a firm believer that our taste buds in our mouth will dictate to us what we do best eating. I can go ahead and eat ground beef, eggs, fish, with no salt, no seasoning, 24/7. I love the taste of just meat. I love the taste of eggs. I don't need to add salt to be able to eat it. I don't need peppers. I don't need any of that. What does that say about me and my body? I'm a carnivore. So if you are on the fence about which one to really do, ask yourself a tough question. What do you enjoy eating? Dietitians and doctors, they don't do that. They try to sway people in one direction, and that's because we are dominated very much by a plant-heavy style of eating. And to be honest, the 2.5 years that I lived on grains, my kidneys were growing. I barely ate any protein. That's pretty ironic. So what does that tell me? That tells me that, hey, Nightmare, Christopher, you're a carnivore. You need to prioritize protein and prioritize fat. I have eaten ribeyes my entire life. Never have had a problem. I also have a calcium score of 0. I also have enormously high cholesterol, which is a separate topic for a video. But I know my body. I've tested. And yeah, it just, I am a carnivore. So I challenge you. Ask yourself this question. What do you enjoy eating? If you enjoy eating ribeyes primarily, you're probably going to be leaning into a carnivore. But I'm also a firm believer in testing stuff out. I did a standard ketogenic diet for 4.5 months straight, no cheat meals. Then I did Ketovore for 4 months, no cheat meals. I haven't had a cheat meal since Christmas of last year. I know it's unheard of, right? And now I did straight 0 total carb carnivore for 5 months. I'm not 0 total carb anymore, and my kidneys completely reversed in size, shrunk, the cysts, my condition, it was growing, now it's reversed. So it's pretty remarkable. So moving on to the next topic, because this is a hot topic for debating. Once again, I'm not a doctor or dietitian. I am a health coach, but then again, you don't have to be a health coach or a doctor or dietitian to talk about nutrition on the internet. This is public information. I am not going to try to pronounce this word. Oh man, it's, let's just, I really just want to call this word nemesis. But then again, nemesis means like enemy, and this is definitely not an enemy to us. When you go ahead, or rather, let me back up a little bit. I really got to make another video talking about this. But we have a thing called macronutrients. If you ever hear this word, macronutrients, micronutrients. Macro deals with protein, carbs, and fat, and then micro is based on minerals. You got calcium, sodium, potassium, magnesium, and a bunch of other stuff as well. I believe micro is covered by B vitamins, and also it could be wrong. That honestly flew over my head. But regardless, macro is focused around the actual food that you are eating. So if you eat a ribeye steak, you're getting protein and you're getting fat. You're getting 2 macros. Protein is not an energy source. We have 2 energy sources. It's called carbs and it's called fat. If you lower the carbs and raise the fat, your body is going to run on fat for energy. If you do the opposite and raise the carbs and lower the fat on a low-fat diet, then your body's going to be running on blood sugar. And it's been proven that running on blood sugar for polycystic kidney disease can propel progression, especially if the blood sugar is really high, like mine used to be. Okay, so when you go ahead and lower your carbs, your liver is going to go ahead and create carbs to fuel our cells in our body. If this does not happen, then yes, you will die. But guess what? Our body is not going to let us die, okay? Our body takes over, and this process is done for all of us. Have you ever gone without eating food for like maybe 12, 18 hours, maybe 24 hours because you were sick? I remember in my early 20s, I had food poisoning. I didn't eat food for 24 hours. I was so sick. Well, guess what? My body, my liver was breaking down fat and turning amino acids and fat into carbs to fuel my cells. So a lot of people get scared because scientists like to say that we need X amount of carbs per day. Okay, yes, we do need X amount of carbs per day, but our liver is going to create those carbs for us to use. The whole terminology is that you can go ahead and eat 0 total carbs, dietary carbs, and our liver is going to produce glucose. It's going to produce the carbs that we need to fuel the cells in our body. A lot of people like to use this as an excuse of why carnivore is so dangerous and scary. Ooh, yeah, it's so scary, huh? It's so dangerous. I have gone days without eating food for water fasting. Here I am just fine. If you're going to be doing a water fast, your liver is going to be producing energy. Your body is just not going to let you die. It doesn't work like that. As always, do your due diligence. Do your research. If you don't believe me on any of this stuff, well, type it into YouTube, type it into Google. But I really challenge you to look away from a lot of mainstream sources, because a lot of mainstream sources are really funded by the processed food companies, unfortunately, and you're not going to find this true information from someone that is pushing one style of eating. Once again, I'm a carnivore, but I support people in whatever style works for them. It's all about results. Hell, if you have polycystic kidney disease, try maybe going vegan. See what works for you. See if vegan does anything for your polycystic kidney disease. See if keto does anything. See if ketovore. See if carnivore. Keep fighting and keep trying. Never give up. Never back down. And don't let the doubters discourage you or try to sway you in one direction. See you all on a new video probably tomorrow or the following day. Please like this video, like I said, and subscribe for more. Have a great day. Later.